Hello everyone, welcome back. We're going to try and kill this pirate fleet. And also put up some construction ship projects down in here. Listening posts most likely. Fight it out. Thank you for all the tips you've all been giving, by the way. I've not updated my ships, but people have been telling me to update my ships. I'll update them eventually. This Sharkinator, like, I feel if we just build a bunch of these class of ships, the longbows, whew, like, how do they stop that? I mean, I guess the smaller vehicles can dodge out of the way. I want to make sure that this is lined up with the capital ships. It's kind of lined up. Let's start. That's not exactly how I want you to go. Alright. Launch the fighters. That did not launch at all. There we go. Just circle around the ship. And I want you to stop. Hold position. Focus fire. Forgot to actually focus fire you. Destroy those fighters. Man, those ships are fast. Turn around, turn around, turn around. They really want to destroy the Sharkinator, or Shankinator. Shankinator says no. I love when the ships just spin out of control. At least it looks like they do. Boom. Even with all that fire, we did okay. Look at all those medals. Even the fighters are getting purple hearts. Excellent. So you've been destroyed. And now, this construction, well, at least one of the construction ships should be okay to head out here. I want to build a listening post, but I'm also wondering about building a fueling station down there. Not yet. Not yet. Okay, so now... where else would I want a listening post? Up here, there's a fleet that I need to kill up there. And you can head up there as well. Oh! Everywhere we look, we find more and more animals. I am Heinrich, Alpha Commander of the Volfar Imperium. Stay out of our way. Well, let's talk. How about that? What technologies do you have? Wow, you guys got some stuff. You have a photon torpedo? How much is that worth? 45,000. Did I even... Yeesh. How about a defensive mine net? Yeah, That doesn't exactly add up. Now our tolerance is higher. God, these guys are they're ahead of us on the technology. Yeah, we'll talk later. Maybe. Far Imperium. Well, so much for a listening post. Can I build one still? Maybe. Like in their space? I'm assuming they're going to be upset about that. Hey, orbital habitat. Military antenna, which will give us 1 command point. Mandatory service. I think I'd rather have the antenna in that one. Spaceports. Commercial landing facilities that encourage travel and trade throughout the Empire. Here at Captain Combined, so cargo. Spaceports are critical components of a trade world's infrastructure. Increase maximum colony population by 2. Dome maintenance can be quite expensive, but this is recoupled against the increased tax base provided. Huh. Against the... Okay. Let's get disruptor cannons for our fighters. And speaking of our fighters, oh look at that! Uplift elephants is getting close. Speaking about fighters, let's go back into the ship design. And let's change and make make changes to these ships based on what you all have said. I like the Vulcan cannon setup, but this does need to be faster. So we don't need that much. Let's get more engines on this thing. Also, I need just better engines in general. That's what I really should probably be going after. Hold on, before we do that, confirm. Let's talk to all of our neighbors. No. ECM jammers. No. Oh, whoops. What's power density? That's what I wanted to look at. Provides a massive 50% boost to effective density of the energy we can pack into the medium, resulting in 50% damage for all of our energy cannon weapons. Oh. Well, cool. Not what I'm looking for. Do any of you have better... No one has better engines, it looks like. At least that I can see. Okay. No problem. The short claw. So if you want to change this, we need to get rid of that. We can't get any bigger engines, can we? Because that's going to take up, yeah, too many spaces. So we can put medium energy engine back there. If we take that off, maybe this just won't be as heavy. But if I put shields in there, forward-facing shields, that will be okay. We'll do that, but we're still pretty slow. We are still pretty slow. Whoa, seconds to empty 88. Ew, that's not good. That's not good. So we can't get bigger engines. We can't... We don't have better engines, so I'm not going to get this thing to go that fast anyway. Crud. Unless I just, like, dump all the armor. I mean, they're not really targeted in the first place. But still. If we dump those... Ideally, I want to have the shields in the center so it covers the entire ship. At least now we're moving faster without all that armor. Can you put engines on these? No, only in the back. Maybe we just change it up and go energy-based weapons. The fusion beams take so much. But if we're only going to have a few weapons, then the fusion beam I think would be a good choice. And we can reduce its arc, but that also increases its amount of ammo. Let's see if we can do this. So this would be like a forward-facing gunship, I guess, with increased shields up there. See, right now that's a lot better, but now I need to put down power capacitor. And now we have infinite power because of that one power capacitor. Also, I was told the cockpit doesn't have to be in the center, so what I could also do is move that to the side to put the shields there instead. Okay. And then we'll get this armor type. And that's technically complete. I don't know how effective it's gonna be. And now I've slowed it down by quite a lot. We'll see. It's all about changing and testing. That's kind of the joy of these games, is just testing out different things. Alright, so that'd be our short claw. The long talon. Hold on. How fast do their ships go? So their frigates that they made go really slow. Okay. You know what? I haven't even made a Corvette yet either, and technically we can get just a bunch of free stuff. Like, they don't count against your command points. Huh. What should I make you guys? Oh, I wish I could put a mass driver on some Corvettes. That would be great. The Corvettes can be used as anti-fighter... I mean, like a Corvette. Anti-fighter and then, like, missile defense systems. So if we extend the arc... I don't know, I gotta be careful. Put those two there. Engines. Oh god, we can only have the smalls. That's still kind of fast, right? Seconds to empty 124. Okay. We could technically put a medium shield in here too. But then the power would be a little too much. Let's see. That technically works, but this is going to be a pretty slow Corvette. change this. Because I need it to be fast. So there's not going to be that many weapons. Maybe we just put a flat... How heavy is this? Alright, so these are the same weight. Those fire slower. I mean, I can also maybe make do with just these point defense laser cannons. But I don't think they would do that great. I like the idea of the Vulcan. Maybe we just take one, which has a arc extend. It's just a single Vulcan cannon, a class 1 shielding. That takes way too much speed down. Shoot. There we go. Oh. Hey, it may work. I don't know. Let's just call it the maybe? I don't know. Call it the maybe. And the Dow Fortress, I like the design, personally. I like leaving the back vulnerable to attack. So I don't think I'm going to change this one yet. Although I was told that I could put more fighter bays on the sides, and I like that idea too. So like I could do that. Hell, I can even do that. I guess. And if I were to do that... I wouldn't be able to fit a large... Oh god. It may work, I don't know. But that way we can actually put a large shielding in the middle. Power capacitors. I kinda need more of. But having a shield in the middle means our backside is at least shielded as well. We're gonna need another nuclear or another fusion power. Now normally I just kind of edit out the creation process of these ship designs, but it was requested, not by much, but there was a request to actually show the entire process. So let me know in the comments below if you'd rather have me show this entire process of my thinking it out, or if you just want me to cut it down and show you the final design again. I thought no one would want to watch this part, but people have asked for it, so I put it in there. Alright, so now we have seconds to empty infinite, because our power generation is above the weapon drain, I believe, is what I was told. Like, so we can take this out. Oh, no, that's not how that works. Shit. I'll have to read those comments again. Now it's infinite. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So we could do that and it'll be infinite because our power storage is above the weapon drain and our power generation is above the weapon drain. Okay. So we can save up on some space that way. I see. So this technically works. But now, I don't know, these laser cannons don't make as much sense. If this is going to be, because originally I was trying to make it to be an attack vessel that had some fighter capabilities with it. But if I'm just making a pure carrier, I mean, really, let's take this back to the drawing board. The fuel cells, I don't know if I really need. And really, I can even put more shielding on this thing, and we're still fine. Weapon systems. Maybe we just do the Vulcan cannons with arc extend. And so the ship won't really... We'll rely on our fighter support, I guess, to carry us through. So we'll do like 2 of these Vulcan cannons in the front. Take that out. But then this side would be weakened. So we can take... So we have to move that. It could still perhaps have mass drivers. Because mass drivers don't take too much ammunition. But that means we need more power. Because then it can sit in the back with our longbows. So if we do that, and then have the sides covered by these 2 Vulcan cannons, which we shouldn't need too much ammunition. I don't know, let's see. But these things would shoot through the ammunition that would be used for our mass drivers. But hopefully they don't fire. Well, hopefully they're not going to fire until, like, unless there's fighter. How about that? Flat cannons with arc extend and a faster firing rate. That way the ship is covered with these 2 flat cannons, and hopefully that'll be enough. If we take those out, we need to have... That should be good. Our power matches our power storage so far. Okay. So 4 fighter bays, and then just put some more armor on it, or we can put more, like we could put a shield, another shield on the front, since that's going to be taking more damage. I don't know how all these stack up though, because technically these 2 are covering the entire ship, but then I can designate the front to have its own shield, but then that will drop our power supplies. So now, well, it still says infinite. Oh, again, because our power is more than the weapon power drain, I'm assuming. Does that work? This is gonna be really slow. And that should still be okay. 146 seconds to empty, I think, is alright. We still get some shots off with these mass drivers. Yeah, let's go with this. I think this works. Let's save it like that. The longbow. Yeah, now that I understand the whole power generation and weapon drain, yeah, this is kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Hey, you know, it's my first game. So really what I could do, we can maximize this out a little bit more. Also, they still had a nuclear power on there? Okay. So, for one thing, let's try and put a shield on this as well. We could perhaps get even more mass drivers. My original design had all of that. So all we gotta do is get the power up to that. So let's see if we can do that. So fusion power. Now we're at 61, so technically we still don't have enough. But we can just put that in there. Also, as long as we keep going back to a port and refilling our ammo, then one ordnance should be enough, I guess. And now we're going to need a power capacitor. We're going to need 2. No. Wait, what? The power generation is above that, but if I take this away... Oh, well, yeah, because we need to have at least one, because there has to be some kind of... Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, so that's okay. I wonder if I can maybe put another medium shield here, which now drops us to just below 1, which would mean I need to get one more small power thing there. Well, that's okay, because then we can also add more engines to this thing. If we add 2 more of those engines, and then we add another... And then that should be fine. And now we're slightly faster. And this is now covered with shielding. Okay. Yeah. We'll go with that. Yeah, again, thanks again for all the suggestions on how to make the ships better. With your help, I now understand more of how these ships actually work. Alright. Now that that's all done, before this fleet goes to deal with more pirates, we should have it. Can I just, like, refit the whole... I was also told, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, about... Oh, no, don't scrap. I want to refit. Can I not refit these? I have to refit one at a time. I guess that makes sense, because you got to select it to what you want it to be. The Yamato, I think, is our Dow Fortress class. Yeah, we only have one longbow. The Faywell is our research vessel. Alright, so Dow Fortress. You're going to be the Short Claw Frigate. Oh, I'm gonna have to rename all these again, aren't I? That's going to be a pain. What is this? The Rapture, that's a Dow Fortress. Short Claw Frigate, this should be our Shankinator, which would be now the new longbow. Short Claw Frigate. Man, that's really going to be annoying if I have to... I'm going to have to rename these, aren't I? That's going to really suck. Now we just have a bunch of refitting fleets? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Again, I'm sorry if you didn't enjoy the creating and modifying our ships. Again, let me know in the comments below, and I'll change it depending on how many people like what. So thanks for watching. Take care.